बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुह। How are you first year students? I hope you all are fine. Alhamdulillah. Today we will continue topic number 6.3 and 6.4, fluid flow and equation of continuity. In fluid flow, as it is clear from the name fluid flow, okay, how fluid flow. So we will categorize fluid flow into two types. First one is known as streamline flow and second one is known as turbulent flow. You can see in this diagram the motion of the particles along these same lines as passing the path of earlier particles of the fluid. So such type of fluid is said to be streamlined or laminar if every particle that passes a particular point moves along exactly the same path as followed by particles which passed that point earlier. So such type of flow is known as regular flow, streamline flow or steady flow. While second type of flow is known as turbulent flow. You can see in this diagram the fluid flow is steady in start, but when there is a hurdle in their path, they randomly change their path. So the unsteady or irregular flow, due to this hurdle, it becomes turbulent flow. So such type of flow that is irregular is known as turbulent flow. In second point, you must draw these two diagrams. This is the definition of streamline, laminar or steady flow, and in second point you draw this diagram. While turbulent flow, the irregular or unsteady flow is called turbulent flow, and in its second point you draw this diagram. And after that we must learn these conditions which which are necessary to satisfy the behavior of an ideal fluid. The fluid is non-viscous. It means there is no internal frictional force between adjacent layers of the fluid. While the fluid is incompressible, it means its density should be constant. And third condition is for an ideal fluid is that the fluid motion is steady. Steady means regular. Our next topic is topic number 6.4, equation of continuity. This is important, long question. In equation of continuity, we will discuss about the flow of the fluids from the different areas of cross section. So before starting this topic, consider we have taken a pipe of irregular shape. You can see the narrow and the lower end is narrow while the upper end is broad. This is narrow and this one is narrow and this one is broad end. And now consider that the area of this narrow end is A1 and the length taken under consideration is represented by delta x1 and the speed of the fluid through this lower end is represented by V1 and mass of the fluid that is passing through this lower end is represented by delta m1, while on the other hand the area of the upper end represented by A2, speed of the fluid passing through this area is represented by V2 and the length that is under consideration कि वो हिस्सा जिसमें पानी जो है हमने उसको स्टडी करना है कि उस इतने हिस्से में से उसकी स्पीड कितनी है और कितना वाटर यहाँ पर इस टाइम है, उसका मैस कितना है. तो ये वाली लेंथ हमारी कहलाएगी दिस इज डेल्टा x2, ओके, एंड मैस थ्रू अपर एंड ऑफ दिस पाइप इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय डेल्टा m2. नाउ ऑलवेज रिमेंबर गर्ल्स, इट इज़ और कॉमन ऑब्जर्वेशन, जब आपने अपने गार्डन में पानी दे रहे होते हैं पाइप से, तो आपने जब पानी दूर तक भेजना हो तो ये सपोज़ आपके पाइप की जो नोज़ल है तो आप इसको क्या कर देते हैं, आगे से स्क्वीज कर देते हैं, आगे से इस पर यानी दबा देते हैं ताकि जो वाटर है उसका प्रेशर ज़्यादा दूर तक जाए. ऐसा ही है। तो इट मीन्स दैट कि जब एरिया जो है वो कम हो जाता है तो स्पीड बढ़ जाती है। जब आपके पाइप का एरिया जो था वो आपने स्क्वीज़ कर दिया, कम कर दिया, तो उसकी जो वाटर की जो स्पीड है वो दूर तक है, ज़्यादा तेज़ हो जाती है। तो ये दिस इज़ द कंक्लूजन ऑफ इक्वेशन ऑफ कंटिन्यूटी। व्हेन एरिया इज स्मॉल speed is high, and on the other hand when area is large speed is low. This is the conclusion of the equation of continuity. Understand? So to understand this topic must learn the terms V1, what is V1, and A1, delta x1 and delta m1, and other terms V2, A2, delta x2 and डेल्टा m2। अगर आपको ये लर्न है, ये समझ आ गई है, तो बाकी टॉपिक आपके लिए बिल्कुल ईजी है। ठीक है जी। आफ्टर दैट ओपन योर बुक्स एंड रीड द एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ द टू। This is lower end, this is area of cross section, and this one is other area of cross section. So in we can write, you know about density. Density is equal to mass per unit volume. So mass is equal to density into volume. Mass is the multiplication of density and volume. So density of fluid is written by rho 1, area is A1, and delta x1 is length. While you know very well x is equal to v into t. What is x? This x is s. You know about the formula of s. Distance is equal to v into time. So that's why in place of this delta x1 written here v1 into delta t, right? So if through the lower end, through this end, delta m1 is equal to rho 1 a1 delta x1 is equal to rho 1 a1 v1 into delta t. So same case is here with this upper end. So we will write delta m2 is equal to rho 2 a2 v2 into delta t. Okay, same delta m1 and delta m2, just there is difference of area and variation in speed through both areas. So we can say that as we have taken same fluid in both areas from A1 and A2, so their densities remain constant. If their densities remain constant, it means that rho 1 is equal to rho 2. So in next step we will write rho 1 A1 V1 into delta t, as rho 1 is equal to rho 2. So that's why we will write in next step rho 1 A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. As we know, in same time duration we have measured these calculations. So delta T1 and delta T2 also same. So A1 V1 A2 V2, these vary mean if A1 is small, here A1 is small, then its speed is high through narrow cross section area, but along upper end its A2 is large and its speed is low. So conclusion is that A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2, and इसको अच्छी तरह से याद कर लेना है. If area is small, you can see here, if area is small, speed is high and through upper end. इफ़ एरिया इज़ लार्ज, यहाँ से देखें ये पाइप जो है थोड़ा ब्रॉड है, चौड़ा है, तो अगर यहाँ पे A2 जो है वो ज़्यादा होगा तो स्पीड क्या होगी, उसकी कम होगी. दिस इज़ नॉन एज इक्वेशन ऑफ कंटिन्यूटी. और लास्ट में अपनी बुक ओपन कीजिए, यही स्टेटमेंट लिखी हुई है कि इफ़ द एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ अ वायर, ऑफ द एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ वी कैन टेक, वी आर डीलिंग हेयर विद अ प्लास्टिक पाइप. सो नाउ वी विल से हियर पाइप. The area of cross section is small, then speed is high, and if area of cross section is large, then speed is low, and overall answer remains constant. So A1 ज़्यादा है, V1 कम होगा, और दूसरी साइड पर अगर A1 कम है तो V1 ज़्यादा होगा. तो ओवरऑल फिर हम इसको फाइनली ये कह देते हैं ए वी इज इक्वल टू कॉन्स्टेंट, ए वी इज इक्वल टू कॉन्स्टेंट। दिस इज कॉल्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ कॉन्टिन्यूटी। और आपकी बुक में फर्दर एक एग्जाम्पल गिवन है, इसको भी देख लीजिएगा। एज द वाटर फॉल्स व्हेन यू ओपन द टैप, द वाटर फॉल्स, इट मेक्स दिस शेप, it follow this path. In start the area is high but speed is small, but with the passage of time you can see this is the observation within nanoseconds. As the water falls, its speed increases and so its cross-sectional area decreases. Its speed increases, so its cross-sectional area decreases. किसका? टैप का नहीं, ये वाटर का, जो वाटर फॉल कर रहा है। स्टार्ट its cross-sectional area is large, speed is slow, but with the passage of time its cross-sectional area decreases and speed increases. Right? So it means this also this is the justification of equation of continuity. Second year, now we have completed our 2 topics in this lecture video. So kindly visit the video and try to understand, and after understanding learn the topic. Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.